Buongiorno, people. Der Wüstenfuchs here, and today I get to show you a brand new game, Company of Heroes 3. The fine folks at Sega have generously sponsored this video, allowing me early access to the game and giving you this video. Unfortunately, I have no friends to play this game with, so I'm gonna show off some highlights of the Africa campaign, which gives a good taste of what the gameplay is like, and if you think this is something worth your while, you can click on the link in the pinned comment or description below to buy the game. Okay, these Matildas do be kinda thick though. I'll just steal this British AT gun and... ooh, good hit. Now let's finish this and... okay then. Alright, I don't get why Rommel needs to explain battlefield strategy to me. I literally have over 3,000 hours in Hoi 4. I practically know everything about battlefield strategy. Okay, first pro tip, soldiers don't do well in collapsing buildings, so make sure you pull them out before they're destroyed. So if they're not gonna let me be in buildings, then they can't either. Another pro tip, if you start having problems with AT infantry, you may think you need to pull back your tanks for proper infantry support, but the actual solution is just to bring a different type of tank. Ooh, bringing out the big guns for this counterattack. Those Brits don't stand a chance. Okay, I've been waiting here a while for the counterattack, and I haven't seen anything, so I'm just gonna push the British now and... okay, there's the counterattack. Our engineers were really cooking with this whole flamethrower tank. AT gun on a hill, not even a problem. Infantry in entrenched positions can barely leave a scratch. And the Luftwaffe can deal with the pesky entrenched tanks. I may just be an ignorant American here, but I'm just saying, if I was a civilian in a war, I would probably not be standing in the middle of a street in the middle of an active firefight. They're not even fazed by being next to a flamethrower. I guess these Libyans are just built different growing up in the desert. The Brits are trying their best to get out, but the 88 just one-shots every vehicle, and the infantry, well, they have an even worse fate for them if they get past. If the AI focused more on killing me to break out instead of just beelining for the exit, I definitely would have just lost here. Although it's funny, this guy was out to be the only survivor to escape, but he couldn't stand to live without his friend, so he just ran back into the flame tank to join them. Okay, commanding Rommel in a tiger tank. This really is a wereaboo's dream come true. Okay, they need to stop targeting my martyr so much. Look, it only just killed a steward. Please, leave it alone. It's... wow. Okay, that was undeserved. Now, can these infantry just go away? I mean, they have an AT rifle versus a tiger tank. They've already lost. Oh, they're just doing it to target the martyr again. Wow, okay. So this is just personal, huh? Man, with commanders like these, no wonder the Brits got pushed back to Egypt. Drives into my lines, doesn't do anything, drives away. British scout car grind set, I guess. Now you guys may think me frontally assaulting entrenched British troops is a bad idea, but hear me out. Walking Stuka. Remember, if you have any problems with infantry in this game, the easiest solution is usually the best one. Okay AI, it's not funny when you bully me with your tanks. Making me regret not having more infantry AT now. Like, just because you killed my armor doesn't mean you should be taking advantage of it. And now they're just chasing these retreating infantry home with an armored car. This is just feeling oddly personal at this point. Like, I understand y'all are mad about the Blitz, but this is out of pocket. Now they're just lashing out at random units. Like, the SPAA just drives up to the Flame Panzer and scratches the paint, not even acknowledging the Panzer III is about to kill them from the side. I guess they just gotta show this infantry squad what's up. They're just so dominated by the flame tanks at this point. They're desperate to do any damage, just rushing infantry in front of an MG and also in clear line of sight of that flame tank to do anything. Maybe they should think about mixing up their tactics? Oh, and there they go, mixing things up by sending a bunch of tanks to attack me. And all the flame tanks do is make the tank crew sweat a bit inside. You know, in hindsight, this is probably what Rommel wanted me to get these vehicles to prepare for, but he failed to consider how much fun it is to use the flame tanks. So things didn't exactly go to plan, and you'll never guess who forgot to make a save, so he now has to play this 40-minute mission again. It took a lot of self-restraint for me not to use those flame tanks this time around. I should get a medal for self-control for that. Still, it's amazing how much easier it is to hold against tanks when you have your own that are actually capable of dealing with enemy armor. But despite how amazing these tanks are, they don't have plot armor. Good thing they waited till the last few seconds to bring out the heavy tanks, cause I pretty much lost this again. Literally just saved by the bell here. Now, I'm supposed to ambush these supply convoys, and they just gave me an 88 and a tank. It's literally just easy mode. Oh, the British have 2 heavy tanks to escort them? I think you mean they had 2 heavy tanks to escort them. Also doesn't help that the British are apparently taught in tank school that they are supposed to always turn their side towards German armor. Now I gotta defend this signal company while it packs up to leave, and you can tell we're really desperate in this battle because we're busting out the Italian light tanks to help us. These light tanks can barely solo an armored car. It's so bad. I sacrificed a lot to keep most of these vehicles safe, and they couldn't even have the decency to go faster than walking speed. Well, with that done, we get to move on and set up our men for the attack on Tobruk. No, our first casualty, percent victim percent, he was so close to getting leave. At least to make up for this loss, the Brits were kind enough to leave these perfectly functional tanks on the battlefield, and I can assemble a very diverse set of tanks. Now they're just spoiling me by sending me a Tiger as well. I mean, this army is going to be a mechanic's worst nightmare when the battle's over, but for now, I get to enjoy the combined power of American, Italian, and German engineering. So now that I've trapped the Brits in the city, they're going to try to break out, but there is only one road out, and I got the whole squad watching it, so I'd love to see what they're going to try. Yeah, I don't think this is the move. So they keep trying the strategy of moving 2 units at a time to escape for the next couple minutes, and surprisingly, it never once works. How ironic. I'm doing the Battle of El Alamein now, and I need to remind myself to not sleep on the walking Stuka when I play multiplayer. It just makes my life so much easier. So now we got units to attack them from behind and destroy their fuel supplies, and I don't get why Rommel's warning me about these new deadly tanks when I've been fighting these same tanks all campaign. Well, I guess they have these fancy new Shermans to use against us, but too bad they don't know how to drive them. Oh no, I'm getting shot in behind by a tank. Let me just back up more towards it so they can hit me there easier. Now, they're trying to counterattack to push me off this ridge, and they're using some interesting tactics, like driving unarmed trucks right into my lines, and then they did it again. I don't know what the AI is cooking with this, but I don't want to bite. Next wave, they start trying to cook me, but fortunately, there was a sacrificial Italian tank there to soak damage while I killed the Churchill. With that dealt with, they're doing a massive combined arms attack on me in the final wave, and things would have been pretty bleak, but you see, I have a 305mm response to what they're throwing at me, and that took care of any British hopes to break me here. You know, I kinda wish I thought of this earlier, but I should have tried to salvage that flame tank Churchill from the second wave. It would have been so funny to use it against this wave. But after this mission, we are done with this campaign, and we were just too powerful for the Allies in this game because the writers just nerf us by making us lose off screen. So this campaign was decent with pretty enjoyable encounters to play in this roughly 5 to 6 hour campaign that doesn't feel repetitive at all. I mean, there's also a sandbox-like Italian campaign that's 4 times longer than this one, so obviously there's a lot I didn't show you because you should play this game yourself to enjoy it, and you can do that pretty easily by clicking the link down below in the description or pinned comment to buy it. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to see more of my stuff in the future.